السلام عليكم صباح الخير كيف الحال كيف اليوم إن شاء الله أنتم بخير اسمي فاطمة and today is technically it's day 13 of VEDA, but I am finally recording day 12 of VEDA. So I'm a couple of days behind, but inshallah we will continue on throughout the rest of the month. Today's video is about writing practice in Arabic, and I will be discussing practicing writing and its importance. Okay, so I know if you are learning Arabic, then when you see the script for Arabic, especially like if you are someone who does not use any of those characters and you are a native English speaker like myself, it looks like an alien foreign language. And it's like, what in the world? I will never learn it. But honestly, so far in my entire journey with learning Arabic, alhamdulillah, learning the script and learning how to write has been by far the easiest. Again, alhamdulillah, it is by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I have been able to do this, but it has been very fun for me. I knew in the beginning that I wanted to not only learn how to read Arabic characters and script, but also learn how to properly write it as well. It reminded me a lot of like back in my day, when we were in the third grade. Third grade was the year in the United States when you would learn how to write in cursive. Now, I know that writing in cursive now has been a hot topic for Americans, especially as it relates to people not only no longer learning how to write it in school, but also they're not even learning how to read it. The issue here relates to older documents and like people not being able to read older documents or sign their signature in legible cursive writing. So I don't know what the future of cursive looks like for America, but I'm so happy that Arabic and nothing about it seems to be moving towards a different type of script outside of what it currently is in the current script that it's in. So I won't be giving a history lesson about anything that relates to writing in Arabic today, but what I will do is just share some resources. So in the beginning, I had books that I got from Amazon. I am not an affiliate of Amazon, so I won't put any links or anything to make you think that, but I will share pictures of the books that I used in the beginning whenever I started to write Arabic. Now, of course, because we are in a digital age, handwriting may not be necessary, but I think it's still a great gift and a great talent to have because you may be typing out a lot of your text. I will say it's just as important to know how to type Arabic as well as understanding how to write it physically as well, be it digitally on an iPad or physically, literally on paper, pen to paper type of thing. So I have not traveled to the Middle East or a place where Arabic is spoken as a native language. So I don't know what writing looks like in those areas as far as like, will it be necessary? But in my day-to-day as of right now, I write Arabic for school. And then I also type Arabic as it relates to speaking to people casually online, and I'll let you know more about that inshallah in tomorrow's video about speaking. So yeah, I have various books that teach you how to write each individual letter in the Arabic script. As I mentioned in a previous video, Arabic has 4 positions as it relates to each letter. So it's 28 characters, 28 letters in the Arabic alphabet, and each letter has a isolated position, meaning that it's solo by itself. Then it has an initial position, meaning at the beginning of a word. It has a medial position in the middle of the word, and then a final position at the end of the word. So each character has a special way of being. So that is the reason why it's important to know how to write it, because when you read it, you'll be able to understand it even better. It really goes, when you think about your target language, it really goes in alignment with your native language. Like that is the reason why, a lot of people may not be focusing on reading or writing right now because it's similar to like your native language where you learn how to speak first. But when you went to school, you learned how to recognize each individual letter. And before you thought about cursive or anything, you learned how to recognize those letters in words, because depending on where the letter is in the word, as an English speaker, means that it may be pronounced differently as it is in pairs with other letters in that word. So that is the reason why it's important for you to be able to recognize the letter by reading, like we discussed yesterday, and then also know how to write it as well. It kind of just goes hand in hand. It's just as important. So for me, the best and easiest way to practice Arabic in the beginning for me was with these books that I got from Amazon. I loved it. I loved being able to have stationery. As I mentioned, I am a paper hoarder. And then in school, I practiced writing all the time when it comes to learning the vocabulary, drilling it in different ways, and actually writing it out digitally. So I am not allowed to turn in any assignments typed. It has to all be handwritten. And of course, she knows that we use iPads nowadays, or digital devices in general. And so it's okay if you digitally write it, but you actually need to practice the handwriting for it. It allows you also to slow down and actually pronounce the word as you're writing it, read the word as you're writing it, and say the word as you're writing it. So you're able to recognize like where the letters go and the sound that it makes. And the reason why it's also important as well is because in Arabic, whenever you write and whenever you read as well, a lot of times the short vowels are not there. And so the short vowels, fatha, dhamma, and shadda, like all those different types of short vowels, haraka, kasir, haraka, tawil, are going to be missing. The kasir are going to be missing for sure in the text. And so it's very important for you to know how to read it without them being there. And a part of doing that is by practicing writing yourself so that you recognize that word. And then when the short vowels are missing, because they're going to be missing, you're able to still be able to pronounce the word and know what to say and how to say it, type of thing. So yeah, I mean, I absolutely love writing. I write Arabic every single time I get a chance. Like I literally would just take any type of junk mail. I would just, if I had a pen near me, I would just write my name over and over and over again. And I would just write anything randomly. Like I would write the letters randomly. That also helps me remember the alphabet, because I was able to just write the letters out randomly, and I just loved it. It just made me so excited. But yeah, I mean, honestly, inshallah, it's a similar experience for you to where you don't have that much of a difficulty learning how to write or read Arabic. But I think that it is very important for you to do, even if you're speaking. It's just another way for you to activate that vocabulary by writing things as well. And again, I am coupling writing with typing also, because when you speak to people on your phone or even online, you're going to be typing out what you're saying. And so it's very similar to writing in a way, right? Because you still need to be able to recognize the letters. You need to be able to type them out as well. Like, yeah, you're going to be speaking, but you're also going to be texting. And people don't necessarily use English characters when they're texting in Arabic. The majority of the native speakers that I've spoken to so far online have all used Arabic characters. They have not used normal English letters, the Roman alphabet, I guess you can say. Is that the proper word? I don't know. Let me know. And then also too, on the laptop, I do have a keypad cover that has English and Arabic. And so I have both characters, and so I'm familiar with where they are here on this keyboard, so that whenever I type on my phone, I'm able to be familiar with them as well on that keyboard. And I'll show pictures, inshallah, of what those things look like also. But yep, that is where we're at right now. I want to go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, oh, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, ma'asalama.